Hey, it's Nax and welcome back to my channel. What's up, you guys? First of all, I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support that you guys gave me on my God of War build. If you guys haven't seen that, feel free to do so in the link down below. But today we're gonna take it nice and slow, and I'm gonna do a nice and easy budget build. And you know what? It's gonna be nice to be able to finish a PC in under an hour for a change. So last month I was part of Intel's 14th Gen launch, and I had so much fun. I got to see some friends in the PC modding community. I even got to pour some liquid nitrogen during the overclocking segment, which helped Seb set a world record in the benchmark. I'm proud of that. And I also put together this PC, which has since been taken apart. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all back together and have a chill time. So grab your coffee, grab your wine, grab your favorite drink. These are the parts that I will be using. And fun fact, this is actually going to be my 40th build, so the number is getting up there. And I've never used anything by ASRock before, so it'll be fun. Ooh, we got, okay, I was talking, so it went up, but we got 77.7 decibels. So let's try to beat that one. Quiet on the set. Nope, it's only 73. Nope, that's not it. Oh, so close. No! One more. 69.9. I'm sorry. Anyway. Close. 75.6. Oops. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. It didn't even make any sound. That was lame. Ugh, 76. One more.
How many more times are you gonna do this?
As many times as we have to. Ugh. 73.
2,000 years later.
Nice. We got it. 78.
Yeah! We got that! Okay, moving on now.
Don't worry, we're gonna cut off all of those so it's gonna look like I did it in one try. Okay, so now we're gonna be installing the NVMe, and this motherboard actually has a cool feature right over here. You just have to move this notch to the left, and then you can easily remove the heatsink like so. Like, you don't need a screwdriver anymore. So I find that really cool. Now we're gonna install the NVMe. I'm just gonna put it in like so. And of course, take off the tape and plop it in. Plop it back in. Voila, you're done. And I actually have a secret that I have to tell you guys. Believe it or not, I actually have not used an air cooler ever since I moved here to the States. So I've always been using AIOs. So this was fun. This was a fun experience for me. It was a painful one because I nicked myself during the live stream. No, this is not right. Let's install the bracket. There we go. So installing this bracket is really easy. All I have to do is to get these pins and secure them. It gives off that nice, you know how when you're installing something, especially with putting pins together, like you feel that force that goes against it, that makes you feel that you're actually doing something. I don't know, that's a feeling that I like because it makes you feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. It's kind of like when you're building a Lego set and you hear that click. So this is the air cooler. We're not installing it yet, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like, and guess how much this is going for? It's $23. It's so cheap. So yeah, this is the cooler that we'll be using, and I actually got nicked. This was where I got nicked, so be careful when you're dealing with this. So I'm just installing the fan on our cooler. So this is gonna keep our CPU cool. We are using the 14th Gen 14600K. Now, As you guys know, Intel has been a long time supporter of ours. I actually have a 13th gen chip on Kratos. Now let's install the motherboard onto the case. And I've been doing this entire build blind. I don't have my contacts, so let me just go and get my glasses. That's great. World of a difference. Everything's in HD now. I can now see my future and it looks so bright. I also brought in my stepping stool because I am a 5'2" queen. Is this okay? This is fine. All right, we're good. You guys will manage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set a timer to see how long this takes. There we go. I'm good. We Gucci. Still recording? Is it still recording? Oh, it is. I don't want to just do super expensive builds, like fully modded builds that, you know, where majority of you guys wouldn't really be able to do them. I mean, yeah, sure, they're fun to watch and they're inspiring and all that. And I realized something the other day. Like in a recent community post, I asked you guys to show me some of your builds, and you know, oh, like some of them were these fully modded, decked out builds, but a lot of them were your basic budget everyday builds. And I just love how you guys were so proud of them and how you guys made them your own. And you guys should be, because hello, they're your baby. Like there's something that you guys built, and I can see the pride that you guys had when you were sharing them with me. So that put a smile on my face for sure. And this is not hooking in. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. There. That was a bit of a struggle, just a little bit. But the thing with this cooler is that Robitech told me to not be afraid to bend it a little. So we got it in, so we're good. We're good to go. Let's just attach the cables. And we're pretty much almost done. All we have to do now is you just have to attach the cables, and then we're gonna get the power supply. Ow. The final episode of Attack on Titan came out. I posted my reaction to that on my Patreon channel. And to be honest, the ending was the best for me. I feel like this is the best ending that we could have possibly gotten from the anime, considering what happened. Wait, let me make sure that we are plugging the right end to the motherboard and the right end to the power supply. And okay, we're good. So yeah, going back, Isayama did such a good job when it came to the foreshadowing of everything that Eren, Armin, and Mikasa went through, even how it ended. Like, spoiler alert. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it. But basically, how it ended, it just makes sense. So if you guys haven't seen the finale of Attack on Titan, or if you guys haven't even seen Attack on Titan, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys watch it. Because it's one of those animes where you thought it wouldn't be deep, but it ended up being deep. And I really do feel like it has a good rewatchability factor to it. To be honest, I feel kind of sad because now I don't really know what anime to watch or what anime to look forward to. Okay, wait, let me shoot this back in. Maybe I could make this into a segment. Maybe I could just do a life update. You know how vloggers do life update vlogs? But what I could do is life update PC building. Oh, I also got to finish Spider-Man 2. Well, you guys know that if you're subscribed to my channel. I posted the finale. And I was such a wreck by the end of Spider-Man 2. You know, another thing we can't talk about. We can't talk about Spider-Man 2 without spoiling it. But if you guys, talking about it without spoiling it, the story got me emotional yet again. 3 for 3, because I did cry at the ending of Spider-Man 1. I cried at some part, around the end part of Miles Morales. And now I cried at the ending of Spider-Man 2. this is just gonna happen forever. But it's not surprising because Brian Intihar did say that when he made these games, he really had the thought of, he really put into consideration the human aspect of Spider-Man, and that really comes with the territory of talking about Spider-Man, you know? It's nice to see that they were able to give the heroes such justice with not only the main story, but also with the side missions in Spider-Man 2. Okay, so the power cable secures, CPU, USB. This is the audio. Wait, let me try to figure out a way to sit. This is the struggle of having a studio that's not exactly a studio and you're honestly just trying to make do with what you have, because you guys probably don't see it, but I'm just standing in a very weird position right now. I do not have the proper equipment to have a full-on studio, as you guys can see. But anyway, so this is the last thing that we're gonna put in, and it's the F panel. And this would have been a lot easier if they're not separated, but what you gonna do? With that big fat chunk, wiggle, wiggle. Sorry, that's a song from an old song. All right, so let me just, I'm gonna put together the power switch and the reset switch first and put them where they're supposed to be. So we want to have the positive first and then the negative. There we go. It's in. All right, all the cables in the front are already connected. Now I just have to connect all of the fans at the back. So lucky for us, we're not really, we don't have to deal with any RGB. It's all just fan headers. And I have a hub here at the back already. So we're just gonna connect everything to the hub. This is the tricky part when it comes to the cables. This is usually the quiet moment that I have whenever I build PCs, because look at all these wires. And there will be in the future. Remember, when it comes to cable management, you want to treat them like they're kindergartners. You want to make sure they're in groups. Okay, so this is the power cable, this is the CPU, this is the SATA. We have the RGB and the fan for the CPU. Let me just connect this. Now, while I'm doing this, since it's a lot more calm, I also want to talk about Bad Batch. So Bad Batch, ooh, Bad Batch was a good one. I got to finish season 2 just recently. And okay, it's another show that I can't really talk about because it might be spoilers. But I just want to talk about Clone Wars in general and the animation style that Star Wars had. So if you've watched Clone Wars from the very beginning, like even from the movie, I forgot the name. Man, please don't revoke my Star Wars fans card. But it's the mission where they had to save a baby hut, and the animation from that stage early on, and to see Bad Batch, the style of the animation, ooh, it's the best. Not even kidding. It's just so good. Like, it's a style of its own. And I think that's something that I could just, like, when you see that art style, it's like, oh, that's Star Wars, you know? So my favorite character from Bad Batch has got to be Omega. She has this Australian accent. So in every single reaction video that I did for Bad Batch, whenever I say Omega, her name, I always say that's Omega. Just because I like her, I like how you say her name in that accent. It's so pretty. So, okay, wait, we have our SATA. We connected our SATA. Let's just make sure we connect our SATA, the hub, because this is what's gonna power the hub of the cables. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah. It feels so good. It's like playing Lego, but for adults. Huh, all right, so now we have everything in. Oh wait, we still have this fan right here. My bad, almost forgot about this. But I wanted to take this time to chat with you guys and just, you know, see this format and see where it takes us. Just me chilling, talking to you guys, everything that I've been doing. Maybe I could give you guys life advice. Who knows? It could be like Ate Sara. Ate is a Filipino term that we use for big sister. So it's like, dear Ate Sara, yada 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 yada. And then I could give you advice. And then I could always put a disclaimer at the end so that you don't blame me in case things go to shit. There we go. Oh, okay. I have one final show that I want to talk to you guys about. That's Ahsoka. Okay, so it's another Star Wars show. Yes, I know. But hear me out. Ahsoka is such a good show. It really is. And I can guarantee you, even if you haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars, you're gonna have a fun time watching it. So if you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. However, if you have seen Clone Wars and Rebels, the entire experience is just so much better. And I cried. I cried at the very end of it. What's new? What's new? You know, it's because of Clone Wars. Clone Wars has made me an Anakin apologist. Like, do I accept the fact that he slayed younglings? No. No, we do not. But I get him. I understand what he went through. Like, I get where he's coming from. He's still a mass murderer, but we get where he's coming from. But yeah, my favorite character from Ahsoka has got to be, well, Ahsoka. But my favorite live action adaptation of a character is Chopper. I was so happy to see Chopper in real life because Chopper is my favorite. Like, out of all the droids in the Star Wars universe, Chopper is my favorite. And that's because he's such a character. He doesn't act like a droid. He has attitude. He's like me. Not that I have attitude. Oopsie. Not that I have attitude. I think I'm pretty easygoing. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So our graphics card, our GPU, has been installed. Let me just feed the cables. Let me feed the PCIe cable to the other side. Oops. Oops. Wait lang. This is my least favorite. Like, when the power cables are separated like this, I hate it. Like, why? Why do we have to do this? Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I'm just gonna have to cover it a little bit. Oh, no, never mind. Here we go. And we've got it. Nice, nice. Such a budget build. But you know what they say, it's what's on the inside that counts. And I think what's on the inside is actually pretty darn good. Let's see how much time that took us. Okay, 37 minutes, not bad. All right. It's plugged in. Time to turn it on. It's lit up. Good sign. And we're golden. We're good. So I have my portable monitor plugged in right now. Now this comes in very handy, especially if you're just trying to post or test your PC. It takes a full HDMI cable, and for power, you can just plug it into your PC. The only downside to it though is that it's only 600p, but like I said, if you're only testing or posting your PC, then I don't think it should be a problem. And it also is a touch screen in case you guys don't have a mouse and keyboard. So yeah, I think it retails for around $100, but on a sale, you could probably get it for $60. I'll post more details in the description down below. So let's go ahead and put it right there, and then let's start tests. Okay, so for the multi-core test result, we got 24,358. And that's not bad at all, because to put things into perspective, if you guys are familiar with my first water-cooled PC build on the channel, her name is Ellie. She is using an AMD 5950X, and this score was actually better than Ellie's score, so not bad. Now let's check out the single core. There we go. So while we wait, now I know some of you guys may have never built a PC before and are thinking of getting into it, so I've got a couple of quick tips for you guys. First of all, it's better to build PCs without any accessories at all. I know I had a bracelet on, so that was my bad. Second tip is it's actually really nice if you could use nitrile gloves when you're building PCs because of two things. One, you can avoid fingerprints on your parts, and two, it helps avoid static. Third is you usually want to connect the cables, the power cables, first onto the motherboard and feed them through the other side of the case, just so you can make things easier for yourself. All right, we're still waiting, so let's just see how much everything totals up. So the CPU is $324.99. GPU is $315. RAM is $99. Storage is $70. Cooler is $23. Motherboard is $240. Now keep in mind these prices can still go up and down. Case is $85. And the power supply, $120. Okay, so total is $1,277. Not bad. Not bad at all for the build that you're getting. By the way, these Intel Arcs, about a year ago, I really didn't like them. But after a year with all the driver updates, they're now really, really good. So don't sleep on them. So the results are in, and for the CPU single core, we got 2,082 points, which is not bad. So what are my thoughts on this? If you are upgrading from the 13th gen, it's probably not going to be worth it. However, if you are upgrading from a much older generation, then it's definitely worth it. Just go all the way to the 14th gen. So yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun doing this. Let me know if you guys want me to keep doing PC building and chatting. Who knows, maybe even I can have a guest and we could have some sort of like podcast style talk show thing going on. Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, did you guys see the clues throughout the video? Did you decipher it already? Okay, good. Then that means that you have to join the Intel Insiders Community Discord chat. Put in your answers so that you guys get a chance to win some awesome prizes. You can thank me later. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.